And he goes, yo, bro, shrooms. And I'm like, what? He goes, yo, bro, fucking shrooms. Yo, what's up, you guys? This is Pauly Shore, a.k.a. the motherfucking Wheeze from Encino Man's son-in-law in the Army now, Biodome. Tell your parents that you're watching Pauly Shore, they'll know. Anyways, this is my story. So I know a lot of you thinking, man, I think you do. I think you're on fucking mushrooms right now, bro. No, I'm actually not. I'm just on gummies, bro. Gummies, bros. We're gonna rewind this shit back to when I was 19 years old. I started acting. And one of my first movies ever was a movie called 18 Again with George Burns. George Burns was one of the funniest comedians, the old school comedians back in the day. And the movie was called 18 Again. It was the rap party, and it was downtown Los Angeles. And my mom, Mitzi Shore, I like to call her Mitzi Shore because she's the owner and creator of the Comedy Store on Sunset. She started such comedians as Robin Williams, David Letterman, Sam Kinison, Roseanne Barr. So this is my mom's, very eclectic, very wild. She had bought me a white Corvette, and it was the kind that you would like drive down Sunset that you'd see like in those old like kind of 80s films, you know, with the girls with the feather hair, you know what I mean? So I picked up Melissa Paul. Melissa Paul was the most prettiest girl at Beverly Hills High School, and I asked her to be my date. So I'm buzzing around the set, and one of the grips, which means one of the electric guys, the guys that are in charge of the fucking cords, you know, on the movie set, he comes up to me, and he goes, yo, bro, shrooms. And I'm like, what? He goes, yo, bro, fucking shrooms. I'm like, all right, let's do this. I had never done mushrooms before in my life. And all of a sudden, I start talking to George Burns, and I start sweating. Sweating. I'm like this. I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? Blah, 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 blah. And I start kind of like hallucinating. Like George Burns' head starts going like this. And everyone was looking at me like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, what's going on? And I look for the guy that gave me the shrooms, and he's fucking like running from me. He's like, I don't know, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, dude, you just gave me all these shrooms. Like, what the fuck, right? I don't know what the hell's going on. But I say, Melissa, we got to get out of here. I take the white Corvette, and somehow I cruise down Olympic Boulevard all the way from downtown, and I not even having a conversation with her. It's almost like I did bad coke or something. I'm like, you know, like this type of shit. I'm like, and so immediately I'm thinking, I'm not getting laid at all, for sure. Like, fuck. I hope I get this girl home alive. I somehow dropped Melissa Paul off at her apartment where she lived, and she didn't know, and to this day she didn't know that I was on mushrooms. I drive this white Corvette all the way up Doheny Drive to the house that I live in where my mom is. I go into the bathroom and I take off all my clothes, and the bathroom was all black because the Comedy Store is black. My mom liked things that were black. I go in the bathtub and there's mirrors everywhere, and I start looking around like this, and I literally just start having a panic, freak out, crying attack. And I started thinking about like, oh my God, my mom is the queen of comedy, and I'm the prince of comedy, and George Burns just handed me the baton, and this is a bigger thing than life, and I don't know what the fuck is going on here. I'm like, man, I gotta go share this experience with my mom. And my mom is in front of the TV rowing. Back in the day, back in the 80s and 90s, people used to exercise on these rowing machines, and my mom was rowing, and she was like, oh, this is great. Get really strong with my Jewish arms. This is really fucking good. Oh, hey, Pauly, what's going on? Are you okay? You look really fucking sad. What's going on? So I sit down and I said, Mom, you don't understand. The whole reason why I'm doing stand-up comedy is because you're the queen and I'm the prince, and there's a reason that this is all happening. And George Burns, he just gave me the baton, and this is fucking awesome, Mom. And she's like, whoa, yeah, that's great. And then I'm like, no, Mom, for real. This is all supposed to be one. This is crazy. And I started crying in front of my mom. And then immediately, she started crying with me. She understood what I was trying to say. And to this day, she never knew that I took mushrooms. And that was like the first and last time that I ever did mushrooms.
Tales from the